Welcome to another Joking Adventure Hour. This is Friday, July 3rd, 2026. George, we're in the seventh month of the year, George.
Yep.
So that means half a year has gone by.
Half a year, 3 days.
Exactly. So hello to X Rumble Bitchu, hello to YouTube, hello to Lurkers and Bots, hello to the chat, hello to George.
Greetings, greetings.
We stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I know that I was going to put Trump on, but apparently it's being delayed because of weather. There's hail falling at Rush Mount Rushmore, so whatever speech was being delayed. So George, can you find that link of Trump speaking? So
Okay.
when he
Oh, yeah.
does stuck, uh, we'll just watch his speech. So the first one is Culture Crave. A major studio head says the Gen Z does not care about superhero movies. That genre belongs to the millennial.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Okay. See, this okay. We've experienced this so many times before. This is an easy bullshit statement. Why?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they only keep saying this. They say, "Oh, these movies are not for the kids today; they're for the kids yesterday," kind of thing. And oh, it's not for liberals; it's for conservatives, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff. And then I love this one, right? Oh,
Yeah.
it's superhero fatigue. That's why it's failing at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
No, none of that is true. The movie sucks. No one wants to see it. It's that simple. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with the people who want to see a superhero movie. They will fucking go and see a good superhero movie. You do a good superhero movie, the audience will come. They will lose all their money. They'll say, "Here, take my money. This is a great movie. I'll see it a few more times. In fact, I'll bring my friends or family
Mm-hmm.
or whoever." No, no, no. This is bullshit. This is coping.
Yeah.
What this is coping because Supergirl only failed at the box office. Yeah. Oh no, and also Peacemaker failed. At streaming. Oh no, and Superman previously failed too. Yeah, James Gunn sucks. He really sucks. Really sucks at doing these things. He was only good at Guardians of the Galaxy. And he's trying to repeat Guardians of the Galaxy in these freaking movies that are solo movies. They're not, they're terrible movies. That's it. That's it. Okay, go ahead. Denali, did I lose you?
Oh, sorry. A little lag there. I was saying, no, I agree with you, George. He sucks. James Gunn doesn't know how to make a non ensemble movie. If you look at all his movies, he can't do a non ensemble
You can't
movie.
do a solo movie.
Yeah, he can't do a look at it. Look at his work. It speaks it speaks for itself.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Rob Liefeld, remember when you were saying that they're crying about Supergirl? I'll report DC Studio, however, has other challenges looming larger than Supergirl's failure or the villainy Brainiac. There's anxieties of David Ellis's Paramount upcoming acquisition of Warner, and perhaps the biggest challenge ahead for Guns and Safran may be guiding a superhero studio right as the superhero are no longer a bulletproof genres for moviegoer.
Yeah.
Hey, George.
Yeah.
Maybe a contributing factor is that the Gen Zs are seeing how the studios and actors and creatives in Hollywood keep dissing and pissing on their parents who enjoy this. And they're like saying, "You're not respecting my parents. Why would I be interested in whatever you're doing?"
Yeah. Why can't you just shut the fuck up?
So,
No one gives a shit about what you do in your bedroom. No
yeah,
one. shit about your politics. No one gives a shit about what you think other people should be doing. You righteous, sanctimonious pieces of crap.
Yeah.
Right? Just no one cares about your feelings.
Yeah.
Just do a good fucking movie and shut the fuck up.
Yeah. They can't help themselves. It's
It's like,
like
yeah.
it's like
It's like you're going down the red carpet and the photographer's taking your picture,
Mhm.
and then you say, "Oh, I think people should hug trees. I don't think people should chop down trees." I go, fuck you, and your righteous horse. Yeah, well, you know what? If trees don't get cut down, houses don't get built, paper doesn't get made.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of industry that goes behind a tree, and this is just an example, just one of many examples. Oh,
Many.
we don't think people should eat meat. Go fuck yourself as well. And there's a whole industry of
Mhm.
why meat is important. Oh, we think people should go vegan. Yeah, again, go fuck yourself. There's a whole industry of why vegan products are essential. So it's like you just no one cares about what you do. No one. They're
Mm.
there. They're there to watch you be in a superhero movie. No one gives a shit about everything else that happens outside that movie.
Yeah. They came, George. This is a hilarious part. People came to watch the movie so they can escape reality. They didn't want reality to be intruding in their escapism.
Exactly. This is not Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah.
Oh no, Aaron Brockovich is bringing reality into the movie theaters with Dirty Water. That's because people chose to bring reality into to go see reality in at a movie theater. When
Right.
someone goes to see a superhero movie, they damn well better be seeing a really great superhero movie and escape into that universe.
Hmm.
It's like Star Wars.
Yep.
It's like Indiana Jones, Willow.
Don't talk about Willow. Remember,
That was
Kathleen Kennedy had to. Disney had to write off Willow as tax write off because it was so
yeah.
bad.
It had a true death.
You can never bring that show back in
And
any form
Batgirl,
ever.
they made Batgirl. Holy smokes,
David
Batgirl got
Zadlov, who doesn't even care,
yeah,
had to say, "You need to abort Batgirl because it'll actually hurt our chances of being bought."
yeah.
Imagine
Batgirl,
that.
Batgirl saw became a true death in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
yeah. Speaking of which, George, the ongoing saga of Sony, right?
Yeah,
So, Culture Crave again. Sony tried teasing the upcoming release of Spider Man Brand New Day. However, all the top comments called him out for stopping PlayStation disc production and physical media in 2028.
yeah,
Fix your PlayStation department. Fuck all that Spider Man shit.
yeah. You know how stupid they are. We've talked about this before.
Yeah,
Oh, we're going to stop production in 2028. You
yeah.
know how stupid Sony is. Okay, this is how stupid it is, and this
Hmm.
and this is just based on the technology today.
Right.
Okay, this is based on technology today. There are tech smart people who will who will download the software, the game software, and make it
Hmm.
available to a USB stick, some sort of DVD or
Hmm.
whatever, right?
Hmm.
Or even like a hard drive. There's so much. Excuse me.
Hmm.
There's so many different ways for these tech savvy autistic
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
and adults to just keep themselves happy and keep Sony sad. And Sony is absolutely stupid. It's like, you know, a long time ago,
Sony does it.
piracy actually dropped.
Yeah,
Piracy for movies actually dropped. Why? Because Netflix made it incredibly cheap for
to
people just to sign up to Netflix and watch their favorite
favorite
fucking
movie.
movies,
Yeah,
right? And
I,
piracy
five.
actually did drop. It was quantifiable.
What was it? $6.99 at the beginning.
It was a ridiculous number, and all the movie studios were in Netflix.
Yeah,
Every single one of them.
yeah. They
And then
watched.
they
It's like,
did
what's the
something.
point? Yeah, it was like, what's the point of piracy if I could just legally watch it?
Yeah, it's like, oh,
But
$6,
you know, but because
$7. Yeah, sure.
and because of now the
No,
short
but
sightedness of the movie,
no,
because
no, no. It's not. It's not the short side. It's like then they got greedy, just like Sony.
yeah.
They said,
Well,
"Oh no, we
that's
will
what I'm saying.
stream our own products on our own servers."
Yeah.
No one wants to. No one gives a fuck. No one wants to buy multiple.
Why would you do that?
What do you call it?
You
What do you
you
call that again? Multiple subscriptions.
yeah.
You might as well just get yourself the normal TV service, which is was
Cable.
$150 a month then.
Right. No, the whole point of unplugging was to run away from cable
Yeah,
and just have all the movie in places. Also, when they did that, George, they stopped physical production. Guess what? A large percentage of their movies wouldn't make money off the physical disc. It might have had a sucky box office, but they would eventually break even and make profit once a threshold of the discs were sold.
yeah,
And they don't have money.
and
That was the thing. That was the thing with Disney in the annual shareholder meetings. Oh, we don't have the money. Something happens. Not enough subscribers. No, you killed your physical media department, and you lost money that was on the table.
yeah. You see, there's the perception of quality, or there's a perception of a higher price point
Mm-hmm.
when you're actually selling them a DVD or a C, right?
Yeah,
Or what do you call it? A Blu-ray, whatever you want to call it, right?
yeah,
Because it costs a couple of bucks to
mm-hmm.
make the disc and the packaging, but you're selling it for 40, 50, $60. You're making money, and people are happy to have the physical media. Oh no, we will sell you a digital access code, which sits on our servers, and you're always able to watch this movie. And how much is that? Oh, it's about 15, $20. It goes like, I go, something's wrong here. You're actually losing money. You're volunteering to lose money. That's the stupidest thing ever. Absolutely stupid. I got like Amazon Prime because you have Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, or
It
you
came.
got
It came with the
Prime
service.
Video.
It came with the service.
And
And
it came with the service, and then
yeah.
you're flipping through Prime Video, and it's going, oh, this is a good movie to watch. Oh, wait a minute, it says, this is complimentary view. If you want to watch this movie, you have to sign up to HBO
Yeah.
or Paramount Plus and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm going like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. No.
Why would I sign up with all of that?
Yeah, no, it's like no, it's like there's no fucking way I'm gonna
Yeah.
go into debt on top of a service that I already have.
Right.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I mean, here's another example. Angry Birds Racing. I love that game. They took it off of the Apple Store.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I bought that game and they removed it.
Yeah.
They stole money from me.
Yeah. Can't get that money back.
No. That's bullshit.
Interesting.
Absolute bullshit. I love that fucking game.
Yeah.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
And they took it off the Apple Store.
Mm-hmm. So will they refund you? It's like,
no.
That's what I'm saying. What do you mean they can't refund you? Well, it's terms of agreement. I mean, but you
Yeah,
paid for it. No, you only paid for a license. The license is no longer valid.
it's like,
So what you were really paying is a long time rental. Guess what? The rental expired.
yeah,
So now you understand why physical media is important.
yeah. You know what happens with physical media? Oh no, the internet's down. That's okay. I just pop it
Pop
into
it in.
my machine and watch it.
Yeah,
Oh no, they lost their license. That's okay. I have a perpetual license.
pop it in. Speaking of which, George,
Mm.
the cheat apparently, allegedly, I'm going to put that in quotation a lot. Rockstar has told Sony to remove the GTA 6 branding from the PlayStation app, after the disc controversy got too hot.
No.
Yeah, so they were like this, now they're like this. Um, hey, Rockstar, you started the whole domino. Oh wait. Let's hold it. Rockstar, did you know that Sony was no longer going to produce disc? And that's why you decided not to produce press disc, because you knew in the future there was going to be no disc, and you just came out and said, "We'll weather that storm," and then Sony said, "We're not going to do it," because you knew that was going to happen. Hmm. Now it makes me like saying, you know what? Maybe I will not purchase your game ever. You know?
Oh, that blows.
So, but now you have the hypocrisy of, hey, dude, take off our IP stuff from your branding, because it's making us look bad, even though we did the same thing with our game, not offering any physical media for $100 game, full game, George.
Yep.
Remember this. You can pay $80, but you'll have features of the game behind a paywall. You have to pay $100 or $200. Excuse me, $220 more to $100 to pay for the full game. The full game they should have gotten, at the base
So
$80.
they couldn't just tell you up front, hey, the full game is going to cost you $300, but we're going to slowly, slow cook it
Yeah, yeah,
for you, right? Kind of thing.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I just put in the private chat the link for the Trump speech, but don't go to it. Okay, I'm just watching in the background
Okay.
until it's ready. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it's like that's total bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
and now you're having the hypocrisy, allegedly, that, oh, we need to have some space because you're making us look bad. No, what's happening is that it's making the players who pre-order have second thought and say, wait a minute, Rockstar has no physical media, and Sony won't have any physical media. Then why am I going to bother pre-ordering it if it's going to be digital? I don't have to pre-order. There's no need to be incentivized. There will be digital. I can get it whenever I want, or they can delist it and I don't have to worry about it. You
yeah,
know? There's no incentive of pre-ordering at this point.
exactly. It's like, oh, I'll be the first to play it. It's like you
No.
and everybody else on the planet.
Yeah. So I'm like saying, so stupid.
I still love that guy that's spent $50,000.
Oh man. Yeah, he paid $50,000 for all those GTA boxes that has digital disc.
I hope he's got like it was it's 500 family members who like to play video games, because that's the only way he'll be able to get rid of it as giveaways.
Yeah. Because I'm like looking, it's like, excuse me. Excuse me. That was his 401k as well.
Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
but by the way, this is hilarious, George.
Go.
Canadian guy, eh? Oh, the irony. Hunter. Sony is limiting the disk drive for the PS5 orders to one customer one per customer due to high demand.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you just you go in, you get one. Your friend goes in, gets one. Your mom goes in, gets
Mm-hmm.
one. Your dad goes in, gets one. It's like, okay, so you can get multiple drives.
Yeah.
You know what happened when they made the NVIDIA graphics cards? Like you can only buy one per customer a long time ago because of
Yeah.
Bitcoin mining.
Yeah.
Um, all people did was, okay, my mom went in, got one. My dad went in, got one. My brother went in and got
Mm-hmm.
one. I went in and got one. You know, it's like your system doesn't. It's irrelevant. And by the way, the shortage of all this stuff,
Yeah.
you can thank Elon for it.
Yeah. He's moving humanity forward, just not in the way that we thought it was going to be. Also, George, here's another controversy that people have been discovering and complaining online as well. Uh, Gatabad, I think there's are more piss off people than Sony expected, but I still question if it's enough to reverse course. I broke all of this down yesterday, but in 2025 fourth quarter earnings report, it stated 85% of units sold were digital. Keywords: unit, not revenue. So remember, one of the things that, not remember, Sony yesterday cited that 85% of sold games or sold units, right, were
Hmm.
digital and not physical, right?
Hmm.
So it's to make you see it gave the appearance that nobody was buying physical except for a small minority,
Yeah,
right?
you believe them telling you that number?
No, that's what they were citing
Yeah.
as a justification to cease production of the physical disc.
Yeah.
It's possible that there's a 10 to 20 units sold that counted just like a $70 AAA physical unit would count. Also, the titles that were part of the 15% physical, what we did not know is the percent of those specific titles being physical versus digital. To me, I would anticipate those ratios to be far closer to 2 to 1 or 1 to 1 range, but still expecting a physical sale minority. That gets your statistical estimate of physical enthusiasm. Sony has made a very calculated decision that even if 20% of PlayStation dump the platform outright, they will still, on paper, make more money as a result of this change. They knew a lot of people would be pissed and they would have to run these numbers that we only have a few hints to arrive at this conclusion. Based on the outrage from every vocal percentage of players, I do anticipate PlayStation headcount to drop by 20 to 10%. Is it enough people to, blah, 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 and they continue, blah, 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 this part, right?
Hmm.
What this guy doesn't get, George, is that 85% from the fourth quarter earning, right, is only digital. That doesn't mean 1 to 1 physical. If you get, and that's indie titles that never get physical release. When you go on the PlayStation or Nintendo store or whatever, and they have those indie games that are like $1 or $5 a pop, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they never come out on a card or disc or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just pure digital. They also are including, George, downloadables. So DLCs, expansions, episodes. When you buy that, the items you get for free. Those are also included in unit sold, George. They
Oh, that's padding the
micros,
numbers.
microtransactions, George. They're
That's
also included.
padding the numbers. That's bullshit.
So the 85% that they're talking about is every digital transaction on the platform, not digital digital game sold. Because if you get rid of all that, guess what, George? It's 51 physical to 49 digital. They're losing half of their customer base if they do this. That's the hilarious part, George. 80 there and and there's that's the craziest thing because they're seeing just a digital number. The executive made a count without investigating where the number is coming from, not realizing only 49% of their customer base are digital and digitally buying only. For the other 52% of people, 51% of people are buying physical media. Guess what? A lot of those 51% are overlapping with Sony's pictures in their movies. Do you think they want to support Spider-Man Brand New Day? Because, now it's a Sony picture. Why would I want to support Spider-Man Brand New Day if they're getting rid of the physical? Oh, great. I'll pay for a movie when it comes out on. Oh, wait. It won't come out on disc. I'll have to buy it digital. Oh, I won't own digital. Why am I incentivized to pay for a movie that I can't own, George?
Why would I buy?
Exactly.
No. It gets even better. Are you
Yeah.
ready for this?
Go ahead.
So since this is all digital and all that stuff,
Yeah.
why would I buy your PlayStation?
Exactly.
Why can't I just log in like that game system? What do you call that game place?
Steam.
Steam. Why don't I just log into Steam and play the fucking game?
Yeah. Or
why? If it's all digital,
yeah.
Why should I spend money and was it hundreds of dollars and stuff like that or more?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
You're selling me a physical.
Guess what?
You're selling me a physical game system, but you're not selling me a physical game.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Hey, guess what? Instead of me worrying about paying $1,000 to buy your new console that doesn't have a disc drive, and I would have to buy it separately because that's what they're saying for their PlayStation 6, and same thing with Xbox. How about I just forgo the consoles and just make my own PC that has a physical disc, and then have the software emulators, right?
Yeah.
In there, because it's not illegal for me to play it. It's been proven. They're not. I'm not stealing. I'm using my proper disc that I paid for. So they are shooting them on the top. You know what? This is an opportunity for an entrepreneur to see this and say, "Hey guys, let me go to all the developers and say, hey, you print your physical on my platform. Bada boom, you'll be the richest new studio or publisher ever."
Yeah, it's like it just hit me literally. Why they're selling you a physical game system,
and Nintendo's not even. And before you got Nintendo fanboys saying, "Well, at least Nintendo's still having the key, cartridge." They're slowly moving to that same conclusion as well. Have you heard about the key card? Hey George, you heard about the key card, right?
No, what's this key card?
So PlayStation 2, or excuse me, not PlayStation 2. The Switch, Nintendo Switch 2, has two different cartridges. The first cartridge is a 64 gigabyte cartridge that has the full game that you can slot in and play, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it will cost the developer more money. That's almost cost prohibitive to actually do that. Their second option, which is a cheaper option, is a cartridge with a key card. It's basically a code. There's no game in there. It's a code. It's a cartridge with a code in there that you put in there, you download, then you play, as long as you have that pass key in there. But there's no game in there. So if you lose the internet, guess what? It doesn't work.
Well, that blows.
Yeah. That's why you have to look carefully when you're buying those Switch 2 cases, and you're looking, does it say actual game cartridge or does it say key card? Because if it's a key card, there's no game in there. It's like a Rockstar. You get a code in the box, basically. Well, at least you can sell the key card because you can swap it, blah, blah, blah.
No, you can't.
Well,
You can't
yeah,
swap it in Nintendo.
yeah.
I've heard horror stories where people, actually legally purchased old stuff,
Yeah,
and Nintendo bricked their system, and they
yeah,
have to go through extraordinary
exactly.
measures to prove that, hey, no, I legally bought this used game. I want to play it on my system.
Yeah, exactly. So Nintendo is also going the route of these other publisher going all digital. The only way you're going to keep Nintendo games is you save a copy on a SD card and turn off the internet, and then you can play it. Because that's the only way. You know, you can do that easily with the Nintendo Switch 1. I'm not sure for Nintendo Switch 2 because they've been changing the things to make it harder for that to happen. But yeah, so this is this was going with the whole mantra: you'll own nothing and be happy.
Yeah, the happy part is not working out.
Exactly. It's like you do know that.
I just wish these people would stop incentivizing piracy. These corporate people should stop incentivizing piracy. All their little shenanigans, all they're doing is they're just making piracy that much more prolific. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Steam is killing piracy. Netflix was killing piracy
Before they became stupid.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have got into productions of making original TV shows or whatever. They should have stuck with just licensing the movies from other studios and just being a platform. Newswire: Britain is now poorer than Mississippi, America's poorest state, the Atlantic.
Well, duh.
I believe
You
it.
import the third world, you'll end up being the third world.
Yep.
Well, I think it's time we ask ourselves if we still know the freedoms that were intended for us by the Founding Fathers. Not too long ago, two friends of mine were talking to a Cuban refugee, a businessman who had escaped from Castro. And in the midst of his story, one of my friends turned to the other and said, "We don't know how lucky we are." And the Cuban stopped and said, "How lucky you are. I had some place to escape to." And in that sentence, he told us the entire story. If we lose freedom here, there's no place to escape to. This is the last stand on earth.
Yep.
And this idea that government is beholden to the people, that it has no other source of power except the sovereign people, is still the newest and the most unique idea in all the long history of man's relation to man. This is the issue of this election. Whether we believe in our capacity for self-government or whether we abandon the American Revolution and confess that a little intellectual elite in a far distant capital can plan our lives for us better than we can plan them ourselves. You and I are told increasingly we have to choose between a left or right. Well, I'd like to suggest there is no such thing as a left or right. There's only an up or down. Man's old age dream, the ultimate in individual freedom consistent with law and order, or down to the ant-heap of totalitarianism. And regardless of their sincerity, their humanitarian motives, those who would trade our freedom for security have embarked on this downward course. In this vote harvesting time, they use terms like the Great Society, or as we were told a few days ago by the President, we must accept a greater government activity in the affairs of the people. But they've been a little more explicit in the past, and among themselves, and all of the things I now will quote have appeared in print. These are not Republican accusations. For example, they have voices that say the Cold War will end through our acceptance of a not undemocratic socialism. Another voice says the profit motive has become outmoded. It must be replaced by the incentives of the welfare state. Or our traditional system of individual freedom is incapable of solving the complex problems of the 20th century. Senator Fulbright has said at Stanford University that the Constitution is outmoded. He referred to the President as our moral teacher and our leader. And he says he is hobbled in his task by the restrictions of power imposed on him by this antiquated document. He must be freed so that he can do for us what he knows is best. And Senator Clark of Pennsylvania, another articulate spokesman, defines liberalism as meeting the material needs of the masses through the full power of centralized government. Well, I, for one, resent it when a representative of the people refers to you and me, the free men and women of this country, as the masses. This is a term we haven't applied to ourselves in America. But beyond that, the full power of centralized government, this was the very thing the Founding Fathers sought to minimize. They knew that governments don't control things. A government can't control the economy without controlling people. And they know when a government sets out to do that, it must use force and coercion to achieve its purpose. They also knew, those Founding Fathers, that outside of its legitimate functions, government does nothing as well or as economically as the private sector of the economy. Not too long ago, a judge called me here in Los Angeles. He told me of a young woman who'd come before him for a divorce. She had 6 children, was pregnant with her 7th. Under his questioning, she revealed her husband was a laborer earning $250 a month. She wanted the divorce to get an $80 raise. She's eligible for $330 a month in the Aid to Dependent Children program. She got the idea from 2 women in her neighborhood who'd already done that very thing. Yet any time you and I question the schemes of the do-gooders, we're denounced as being against their humanitarian goals. They say we're always against things, we're never for anything. Well, the trouble with our liberal friends is not that they're ignorant, it's just that they know so much that isn't so. Now, we have so many people who can't see a fat man standing beside a thin one without coming to the conclusion the fat man got that way by taking advantage of the thin one. So they're going to solve all the problems of human misery through government and government planning. Well, now, if government planning and welfare had the answer, and they've had almost 30 years of it, shouldn't we expect government to read the score to us once in a while? Shouldn't they be telling us about the decline each year in the number of people needing help, the reduction in the need for public housing? But the reverse is true. Each year the need grows greater, the program grows greater. We were told 4 years ago that 17 million people went to bed hungry each night. Well, that was probably true. They were all on a diet. But now we're told that 9.3 million families in this country are poverty-stricken on the basis of earning less than $3,000 a year. Welfare spending 10 times greater than it was in the dark depths of the Depression. We're spending $45 billion on welfare. Now do a little arithmetic and you'll find that if we divided the $45 billion up equally among those 9 million poor families, we'd be able to give each family $4,600 a year. And this, added to their present income, should eliminate poverty. Direct aid to the poor, however, is only running about $600 per family. It would seem that someplace there must be some overhead. So now we declare war on poverty, or you too can be a Bobby Baker. Now, do they honestly expect us to believe that if we add $1 billion to the $45 billion we're spending, one more program to the 30-odd we have, and remember, this new program doesn't replace any, it just duplicates existing programs, do they believe that poverty is suddenly going to disappear by magic? Well, in all fairness, I should explain there is one part of the new program that isn't duplicated. This is the youth feature. We're now going to solve the dropout problem, juvenile delinquency, by reinstituting something like the old CCC camps. And we're going to put our young people in these camps. But again, we do some arithmetic and we find that we're going to spend each year, just on room and board for each young person we help, $4,700 a year. We can send them to Harvard for $2,700. Of course, don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting Harvard is the answer to juvenile delinquency. But seriously, what are we doing to those we seek to help?
That was nice.
Yep. Yep.
He was funny, but he was serious in a funny way.
Yeah.
Oh, what an idiot! That's straight up assault, especially if they do it to a police officer.
Yeah. Colin Rung, man was arrested after filming himself doing a drive-by shooting with high-power motorized water gun. The 34-year-old Christopher Kayans was arrested by Houston Police Department and charged with 2 counts of assault with bodily harm injury. He's accused of targeting disabled and homeless people. They have dubbed him the Squirter.
The squirter. Squirt.
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 You have to squat.
Got the squirts. Oh,
So, in a town in Australia, there's a giant seal elephant that always comes to this local town.
Ew. What are you doing, buddy?
What are you doing, Neil? Very smart seal.
Yeah. He's smashed through this fence and he's back in his favourite spot.
Goodness, Neil.
Now, Neil, don't get angry with it, Neil. You've already broke it. Neil will go to the beach when Neil wants to go to the fucking beach. What's wrong with these guys?
That's me on the toilet.
all right, I see what's going on here. That is a smart seal. That is a very smart seal. Why?
Why?
It's because he found peace and quiet away from the other women.
It's like, nobody's gonna bother me.
This is his man cave.
Yeah.
That whole place is his man cave.
Yeah, that won't bother me.
I sired some kids. No, leave me alone.
Yeah. Oh, man. Zachary, it is true. This man has no disc.
Oh shit, that is poignant. That is absolutely poignant.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. All right. Oh, man. Has a thing with Trump started yet?
No, they're doing. It's a whole musical right now.
Okay, good.
I'm watching. What's it? Right Side Broadcasting Network.
All right, we don't do a musical here.
Yeah, we cut the music out.
Patriot Oasis, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro refused to put forth the effort to create a booth for the Great American State Fair. Senator Dave McCormick, Republican, John Fetterman D stepped up to save it and make sure that the great state of Pennsylvania was representative. Dave McCormick, the governor, had said he didn't want to use taxpayer dollars. He couldn't find a business willing to support it. So I called Senator Fetterman and said, "This can't stand. This is Pennsylvania. This is history of America runs through Pennsylvania." I called businesses and they started coming out of the woodworks. So basically, Pennsylvania governor is so liar. He's a liar.
Oopsie. Apparently, there's a mayor in one of the cities that doesn't want to do fireworks.
Yeah.
Stupid is very, very stupid.
Yeah. Stupid is as stupid does.
Was it? It was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom said, "Well, we're not going to do fireworks in California."
And everybody did fireworks.
Fireworks in California.
Yeah. It's like, F you.
Don't tread on my rights, bitch.
Exactly. I mean, there is a flag that says "Don't tread on me."
Yes.
So, Wall Street apes. Two drug user vending machines are being installed in Staten Island, New York. The vending machines will provide drug users with free overdose rescue kit that includes naloxone or Narcan, drug testing strip, primarily.
Blah 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 blah.
Watch,
I
watch.
think
We played. We played this. This doesn't work. Why are you doing it again?
Yeah. It's been a failure up in Canada, as far as I understand it, because drug use is up instead of down.
Yeah, they say,
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the president's plane is on its way. It just did a flyby of Mount Rushmore.
Yep. Self-worth. Can you see it now?
That works.
Yep. All right.
Knowing Trump, he'll probably what it calls source the what it call the chiselers.
Yeah.
And get the job done in 6 months.
Exactly.
we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we got the whole thing done in 6 months, as opposed to Barack Obama spending billions of dollars and getting nothing done.
Yep. Hey George, did you know that you can only play Grand Theft Auto on 360 and PlayStation 3, number 4?
Say what?
Grand Theft Auto 4. Do you know
is that the really good one?
Yeah, that's the one. That's which one is the really good one?
I don't know. I only played one time Grand Theft Auto, and I don't even remember what it was.
All right. So the really good one, all-time best, was on PlayStation 2, and that's San Andreas.
I think that might be the one. You're stuck on the island, so to speak?
No. It's you go through the whole state.
Oh, okay. No, the one I played was like you're stuck on an island, and there's a long bridge. You can't even, you go over the bridge, but that's it. You hit a roadblock.
You mean did it sound like Liberty City?
Have no idea.
Okay. So, anyways, you
first can skydive in it.
Huh?
You can.
They all have skydiving.
Oh, okay. You can kill hookers.
They all can do that. Okay. You're not narrowing it down.
You can sell drugs. Okay, now let's see. No, not one, not two, maybe three. No, maybe
well,
4.
It's not Chinatown because you played it. It has to be. It might be Vice City. Did it feel like it was in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Vice City.
All right, that's what I played, and I was always on the run. I have no idea why. I just I was always on the run. Stealing cars, beating up hookers and everybody else, and then making a mad dash.
Right. So one of the first when it transitioned to the PlayStation 2 era to the next generation, which is the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, they released Grand Theft Auto. That was, I want to say, 2008, and basically they re-released a lot of games, but not Grand Theft Auto 4. You can only play Grand Theft Auto 4 on a 360 or PlayStation 3.
Wow.
Well, before somebody say, well, on the Xbox, you could play Grand Theft Auto 4 on Xbox One, the last generation, and the current generation. Yes, but if you want to play the original Grand Theft Auto with the original music, because guess what, George? The music expired on that game.
Oh, that's why you can't play it?
No, they swapped it out, but it sucks. It's like generic Russian music now. instead of the whole actual awesomeness.
Oh, you mean like you only get Boney M?
Exactly.
Yeah, you can only hear "Rah Rah Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen."
Exactly.
So many times,
Yeah. So instead of uh, the music that was in there originally. So there you go. Hey, Massimo, every state in the United States has a record temperature of at least 100 degrees Fahrenheit, including Alaska. The highest temperature ever documented in the country reached 134 degrees Fahrenheit, or 56.7 degrees Celsius, at Death Valley, California on July 10th, 1913. The measurement remains the highest reliably recorded air temperature on Earth. So they're talking about this, and blah, blah, blah. What is this? Oh, God, it's so hot. It's so hot.
Oh, those are the same numbers that we got in the 80s. And,
Yeah.
no one said it was hot at all.
Yeah. You want to see the different numbers? Look, 1976, 2020. Huh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Climate change, George. This is all because Trump pulled out of Paris.
Oh, that's great. Trump pulls out of Paris. The same numbers was the 40, 50 years ago are now a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Trump is a little hot there. It's like, no, I have to be loyal to my wife. I did that once before. I'll never do it again. Well, funny enough, he had to pull out of Paris twice.
Yeah.
Johnny Midnight, he did it to himself. Hey, remember this douche?
No, who is he? Oh, is that Colin Kaepernick guy?
Yeah. Colin Kaepernick.
I almost didn't notice him without his super afro.
Oh, you didn't notice him kneeling because he didn't kneel? He's not kneeling in this picture.
I just noticed the black guy, and it looks like NBA-ish.
So basically,
wait. It wasn't NBA. It was football guy, right?
Yeah, football.
Okay, so he gave me NBA vibes.
Okay. The guy who started the national anthem kneeling epidemic has lost his battle with the NFLs over his pension and benefits. He claimed that he should be awarded a full pension and benefit because it was the league and his owners that refused to let him play.
I think they didn't let him play because he actually sucked.
Nobody made you kneel, Joe Barron told him. You made yourself unemployable. It's like your own attitude caused you to lose your job. Suck it up, Buttercup. Eric, Democrats are raging after Florida just banned illegal aliens from attending state public colleges by a 6-1 board vote. Florida is going maximum base in prioritizing U.S. citizens. This comes as Florida is home to 50,000 illegal alien students. Florida has also ended letting illegal pay in state discounted tuition. Keep pushing, make Florida unbearable for illegals. That also means that they can't keep renewing their student visas and they have to leave.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it's just too bad. No good for you. No good for them. What do we do now? All right, Jim Ferguson. Let's hear Anapolia Luna.
The gentlewoman from Florida is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My colleagues are spending a lot of time lecturing the American people on how this is going to require you to show your papers. But last time I checked, during COVID, they demanded that if you simply wanted to go to a funeral, be with your loved ones while they were dying, or get married, you had to show your papers. In fact, in New York City, they were literally asking you for your COVID passport. Yet the Save America Act, a common sense piece of legislation that requires two things, voter ID plus proof of citizenship, is being labeled by people in the Senate and people in this very chamber as Jim Crow era laws. Well, let me remind the American people of history. It was the Democrat Party that championed the Jim Crow era laws. And this is the farthest thing from it. In fact, if you're doing that, you're insulting over 70% of your voters, Democrats, who believe that voter ID is the best way to secure an election. Then we have the argument that you have from Blue Anon saying that Trump is trying to steal the election and Orange Man bad, and this is somehow going to fix the midterms. But the fact is that if we are going to play that game, then you would want voter ID and you would want to secure the elections. So please support this legislation. I do not believe that Barack Obama, in showing his voter ID, was engaging in Jim Crow-era law or pushing that type of perspective. And for the same people that are advocating, saying that Kristi Noem and ICE will demand your personal information and you will be under surveillance, let I remind them that they actually all authorized the reauthorization of FISA, unreformed, that violated your constitutional rights. So this is pretty simple. If you are not an American, you do not get to vote in our elections. This is not a free-for-all country. A majority of Americans support this. A majority of the world has voter ID in place. It is not racist. I appreciate my colleagues and the House admin for doing this, and I support all of my colleagues and urge them to vote for this piece of legislation. I yield my time.
There you go. Makes sense to me. Hey, George.
Yeah.
What happens when nature decides to shake things up to make sure that you're actually doing the thing you're supposed to be doing?
And what is that building? Actually, a good building that will stand the test of time?
Yes.
Oh, is this in China?
No, this is in Germany.
Oh, no way. German manufacturing sucks.
This is Germany manufacturing following the guideline of climate environmentalism regulations.
Oh, are you serious?
So this is
they cheaped out on the construction of this building?
Yeah, and then a giant gust of wind decide, hey, let's test this. Let's test how green and environment eco-friendly your building is. And now it's causing more pollution and more harm to the environment than to protect it.
Are these empty buildings or were there people in it?
I believe this was in the middle of construction, because that's all the styrofoam.
Whoa, that's
wallpaper. Green madness in full effect. Eco-friendly material couldn't withstand the strong winds. Europe is gone. There you go.
This is like, what is it? What is that deep sea diving bell, whatever it was?
Yeah, the Ocean Gate, where they use a PlayStation controller to control the.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was them being stupid and use was it carbon fiber?
Oh yeah,
carbon fiber, multiple what I call different materials.
Yeah,
that up, which had zero testing on the stress test.
Yeah, we're going to use carbon fiber material to withstand the extreme pressure of underwater sea exploration.
Yeah, I mean, even James Cameron said, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard." You know, you should have one metal that makes up the entire thing. That way, you know the stress test is consistent.
Well, look at this story. A guy burglarizing a Verizon store had his truck stolen. Then he does what any human with a 70 IQ would do. He would call 911. Let's watch.
Fuck.
Someone took my truck.
Did you leave it here running?
I was at McDonald's.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. That's blood, isn't it? When you pulled up here, where all did you go?
I just went down here and came back.
All right, let me just see your hands real quick. Let me see this hand. Okay. All right, put your hands behind your back for me.
For what?
Well, you at that Verizon store because you got blood on your hands and blood on your glasses.
I wasn't at no Verizon store, sir. I promise to God.
Have a seat real quick. Hold on. You got blood on your shirt.
I wasn't at no Verizon store, sir.
Come over here. Have a seat.
I wasn't at no Verizon store.
So here's the deal. Okay.
I was at the Verizon store, man.
Okay.
Someone stole my truck.
I understand that. So the gig's up. It's whether you want to be honest about stuff or not. You know what I mean?
I do.
All right. They're not.
Truck? Oh my God.
That's kind of some karma right there, ain't it?
Well, I left the keys in.
Yeah, that's some karma right there, dude.
Okay, it's self-explanatory. Let's move on.
You don't want to comment.
He does a criminal act. That's stupid. He leaves the keys in his car. That's stupid.
Yeah.
He calls the police after someone steals his car. That's stupid.
Yeah.
The police easily connect him to
The burglary. Yeah.
the burglary again. That's smart on the police. That's stupid on him.
Yeah.
I mean, just the level of stupid that is in this video is just staggering.
Yeah. He successfully failed into jail. Right Angle News: hospitals in the U.S. are advertising in Latin American countries, offering birth packages up to $5,000 to foreigners to help them give birth to border state like Texas, allowing their children to be born as U.S. citizens following the new SCOTUS ruling. Birth.
Yep. Thank you very much, you freaking bugger judges thingies.
Yeah. So people are pointing this out about Joe Biden. He must have gotten that tattoo removed, and grown a lot of arm hair. So here's Joe Biden before, and here's Joe Biden's afterwards.
Yep.
He basically grew some ball and got some more.
It's like it's so obvious. There's it's 1, 2, or 3 body doubles that have been acting as Joe Biden. It's not rocket science. There was the height difference. There was the walking difference. There was the face difference.
The ear difference.
It was crazy.
Yeah, you pop in, pop out.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is cool. I love this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's called the Imes Room, invented by the American ophthalmologist Albert Ames Jr. in 1946 to screw with your brain. So it's just an optical illusion. But you know what I see in this room?
What?
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Take the bottle and she'll grow big. Take the bottle again, she'll grow small. And they don't have to see.
This is the same technique they use for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. That's why it holds up.
Yeah.
They did. It's your mind playing the trick on you. They're not forcing CGI on it.
Yep.
Sometimes cats know, right? Cats know.
That cat's smart.
Smarter than the average human.
That cat's got schmatz.
Yeah. Viva free your expatriate. Patriot.
But I want to give you something that we've never released before, and I got permission from the attorneys to give this to you. This was something that Armitage, our video examiner, found. Is after thousands of hours of watching these videos of the bomber, walking through Rumsey Court for the first time, because this kid, our guy, he watches, the first time he watches a pixel set, then the next time he watches another pixel set, and then he's that obsessed with the videos. But that obsession led him to finally see a smartwatch flash on the bomber's wrist. This is after years of watching the same video over and over and over again and never noticed it. All of a sudden, the smartwatch flashes. This is the January 5th hooded pipe bomber. It flashes again. He tells us about it. So me and now my whole team, we go all of us go all in back to the videos again. And suddenly what we thought were arm stretches and, other motions that the bomber was just making during the stroll, the bomber's talking into their wrist at least 5 times that we can count. There's one problem with that. Is Brian Cole Jr. has never owned a watch, never worn a watch, much less acquired a smartwatch and learned to talk into it on the night of the distribution of the pipe bombs. We know that for a fact.
Is he pleading guilty in this case?
No. Oh, no. In fact, just 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was a superseding indictment where they.
Oh, we're going to find out who's the real watch owner is. Hey, Apple, we're going to subpoena you to give us location of that watch.
Okay. What's going on here? I got no.
So basically, they're talking about the January 6th pipe bomber, right?
January 6th pipe bomber.
Right.
There was no bomb in January 6th.
There was a pipe bomber. Remember?
All right, continue.
Anyways, and they were trying to find the identity who was this pipe bomber the night before the whole thing happens for January 6th.
Okay, continue.
Well, basically, this guy is saying the attorney's been looking over and over and over. The investigators basically looking over this footage over and over and realized the pipe bomber was talking into a risk multiple times. You know, they haven't caught it. And then
so the guy was pretending he was FBI.
And then they realize, oh wait, this guy is using an Apple Watch. Oh wait, we need to subpoena Apple during this time frame to see who that Apple Watch is, because the Apple Watch is connected to the Apple data store, cloud store, right?
Yeah.
So that means that they know exactly where this watch comes from. And they can track the location where he went or she went.
Ah, jeez.
So that's what he's talking about.
So there's more than one.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
The audience are loving as President Trump surges over Mount Rushmore in the new Air Force One.
Yep.
Kind of looks fake, to be honest. Looks like a graphic. It kind of reminds me of like PBS. You're now watching PBS. Well, Mr. Rogers, it's like, hello, neighbor. Do you see that plane flying over Mount Rushmore? Yeah, that's the president flying on Air Force One. He's going to make a speech today. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Any comments before I move on to the next question?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Let's see. Copy. So I'm not sure about this one, but this is from Polymark. The largest U.S. power grid, PJM, announces it's under a federal alert to cut electricity consumption. Reader added context. PJM has issued maximum generation, load management, and hot weather alert, but does not reference a federal alert in the official statement. Load reduction applied only to contracted demand response participants. Somebody's using the power of the dot side to turn off the electricity. Justice Center for the Constitutional something. So the JCCF Canada. Tamara Lynch sentence ends on January 2027, but the Crown is forcing the entire case back to the Court of Appeal, still demanding 7 years in prison for Lynch and 8 years for Chris Barber. The Justice Center has funded lawyers to defend Mr. Barber since 2022. Ontario taxpayers has already spent roughly $15 million on this prolonged prosecution. This is what political lawfare looks like. Tamara Lynch, my sentence will be served January 21st, 27, and then we'll be back to the court to start this progress all over again. By the time this is over, if it truly is, Ontario taxpayer will be on the hook for around $15 million for the prosecution of our case alone. because the Crown prosecutors are maintaining their pressure to have me in prison for 7 years, Chris Barber for 8. They also desperately want to intimidate those intimidating charges to stick because I'm a very, very scary and shouldn't be allowed to roam the streets. Anyways, I'm off to the food bank for my volunteer time. Yeah, anybody who would volunteer in the food bank is very scary, George.
It just happens.
All right. Speaking of Canadians, a father and son traveled 9 hours to from the U.S. all the way to Canada to upload on ketchup chips. You mad, crazy people. You know?
What?
Why would you go? Why can't you just put ketchup on your chips at home? You know?
Wait, they came to Canada to get ketchup chips?
Yes.
Yeah, that's another reason why Canada's going to take over the United States. Ketchup chips.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Hey, these guys are stupid enough not to have ketchup on your chips. What do you want me to tell you?
Wow.
It's going to be an easy takeover.
Apparently. You know. Moving on to the next one. Let's see. So, the White House, a nation built on strength. The rocket red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. The 4th of July, 1916, the White House. So, we are the shining light on the hill, George. Shining light.
Yep.
Moving on. Apparently, Joe Rogan is like 2 steps behind what everybody's saying this time, instead of being a half a step.
Like, this is crazy. People have long said that rap music, even though, listen, you love hip hop. I know you just got back from Kanye West. I'm a huge hip hop fan.
We got to talk about that at some point.
We definitely do. I love hip hop. But there's some people that believe that gangsta rap in particular, when it came about in the 1980s, was a part of the push to popularize it and produce it, was a part of the government, some faction of the government, some intelligence agencies wanting to create more crime, wanting to fill more private prisons, wanting to erode the fabric of society so they could push for more laws to keep you safer. This is like one of the most tinfoil-y of tinfoil hat conspiracies. But people are pointing out that right now is like one of the rare times where no rap music is on the charts.
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, how does this coincide with USAID? Was USAID like actively promoting rap music? Was that one of the reasons why rap music was so popular? Mm-hmm. Is that real? That can't be real.
Maybe back in the day. It seems like that would be more manipulative. I don't see how.
I believed that until I heard mumble rap. And I'm like, this is not real. This is trying to make people stupid.
Yeah.
There's something about this, you know.
Right.
So, and obviously.
Hey, do you know what mumble rap is?
I've never heard of it.
I'll give you a sample of it. You want to hear it?
Go ahead. Isn't that what the guy did at halftime during the football?
You mean Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it in Spanish. You don't want to know what the hell he was saying. He's like, I don't even know what he was saying. I don't frankly care. I frankly don't care. Yep.
All right. So right now there's a military conductor doing conducting on for music. So I think Trump is on his way.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Some artists are better at it than others. Some of them are fun the way they do it, but I'm saying there's a giant chunk of them that are inaudible. You don't know what they're like. Who's into this?
Oh, almost all of them are inaudible.
Like what's going on there? Imagine if that was it. It was like people heard Nas and like, this guy's too smart. We got to dumb it down a little.
Right.
We got to promote some people that can barely talk.
Yeah.
You mean like MacArthur Park? MacArthur Park, sorry?
No, MacArthur parts you can actually understand the words.
Which one was it then?
What?
There was one that was barely understandable. It was all nonsense.
I don't know. There's a lot of songs that are nonsense.
Yeah, they're all nonsense. But anyway, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You know, coming back to the movies, I'm seeing that it's truly.
Or any song by Rebecca Black.
Who?
Oh, you don't know Rebecca Black?
No, I don't remember Rebecca
Okay,
Black.
so this teenage chick, I think it is.
Yeah.
Her song is like, okay, I just woke up. I'm gonna have a breakfast. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna go outside and meet my friends. Gonna get in the car. We're driving down the street. We're gonna stop at the stoplights, and now we're continuing driving down the street. I kid you not. The song is literally.
So it's a Pink song.
Huh?
So it's a Pink song.
I have no idea what that is.
Pink.
What is Pink?
The blonde chick that says waking up, you know the song. It was so annoying back in the early 2000s. Gotta pop rock, it was like party all night.
No.
I don't even, like I said, I don't remember the song because I try to forget it, but it was so annoying. It was so dumbly dumb. You know what the thing is? Who wrote the song? Shoot, what was her? It was an accomplished musician, songwriter as well, right? Singer. And
it sounds like they were getting paid by the syllable.
No, she did that as a lark.
Well,
that song, "Get the Party Started."
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, "Get the Party Started," and it was by Linda Perry.
And that was just a song to troll people, and it turned out to be a good song.
She did it as a lark. She didn't like actually think people would like it. She just did like, it's like, oh, you have to make the most commercially viable song that you can think of. And she said, this is the most she's like, I don't care. This is, it's like, she wrote it haphazardly. She even says it. I wrote it haphazardly with the most cliche, dumb nonsense thing that you could do. I just wrote, I got up, brushed my teeth, went downstairs, met with my friends, and we went to the party. That's the base. That's the whole song right there.
Wow.
And she was she was for non-blondes. That was her band that she was there.
Yeah.
That for that, but that was the song that she was doing. But yeah, she just said it. It was like, it was a lark. She didn't expect it to be, actually.
She misunderstood the quality of the people listening.
Exactly. She says, desire to catch every catchphrase you can possibly could imagine. And now basically it's like, she's like, she put all the wrong instruments. She made all the wrong beats, and she just put all the catchphrases she could possibly imagine, and somehow she made it into a #1 thing.
Wow.
Yeah, like pull up on the bumper and get out of the car. I woke up and brushed my teeth at the morning start, or some bullshit like that.
All right, what's next?
Oh, Adam Sandler officiated the marriage between Taylor Swift and what's his name, Mr. Swift. Now,
So, what does the betting say on the length of time that they're going to be married?
oh, it has to be a good one because the next album has to be a triple platinum seller. You know, and a couple of months won't do it. It's going to have to be like a year or two.
It's got to be meaty.
Exactly. It got to be like, I tried to be the one for you, but you were always busy going after your dudes. It's like, I don't know if she's insinuating he's gay or he's trying to play the game. All right, Benny Johnson.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Oh, they're doing the anthem right now.
Okay.
Let's continue.
All right.
I'm the one that they're singing about. Yeah, I'm the Stars and Stripes forever. Star Spangled Banner. You can call me Old Glory, but let's just keep it simple. Just call me Flag. Oh, say, can you see? Okay. A little flag humor. Well, you probably don't recognize me. Say, who is that, Evel Knievel? No way. Yeah, you see, you can't recognize me because
I'm in my birthday suit, yes.
I'm wearing the original 13 here. Yeah. I remember Miss Betsy sitting there going,
Oh, this could be the start of something big. Whoa. Oh, Tom, don't be a pain.
yes. I was born June 14th, 1777. That makes me a Gemini.
No wonder you're always two-faced.
Unpredictable, crazy. Yes, I like the outdoors, and I'm the life of any party, whether it be Republican, Democrat, Independent, Socialist, anything libertarian, I'll be there. You know, I'm 204 years old. People say, Flag, how do you stay so young? Is it jogging? No. Is it tennis? No. It's waving.
Yeah, you know, you're always happy if you're waving, right?
Yeah.
Happy and wave.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, we're talking about billowing, furling, and unfurling. Richard Simmons, eat your heart out. Yeah, but it hasn't always been easy for me, though. I had a tough puberty. Yeah, war, famine, invasion. And 1861, well, I had a little skin problem that broke out into 34 stars. But now, well, little patience, and look what we got now. Look at this. Hold on here. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! All 50. Everybody's on here. Look at this. Alaska. Hawaii. Yeah, we got your Tennessee. How are you doing today? Here's Vermont. You can't get there from here. Oh, and there's California. For sure, totally.
When California was supposed to be cool.
Like I said before, you know, I had a tough time for a while. I've been in a lot of wars. They fired missiles and muskets at me, but you know, come the dawn's early light, I'm still there. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, I've been made into everything from designer jeans to t-shirts, and I've even been a cape for Mick Jagger. Well, all right. The rocket's red glare. Well, all right. But people haven't always been respectful to me. Sometimes it's been tough. There have been some people try and spit on me, trample me, burn me. Foreigners and occasionally some Americans too, but I don't let it get me down because I'm not a stay-at-home kind of flag. You know, I've been to Europe. I've been to both North and South Pole. I was at Iwo Jima. Recently, I've even been to the moon. One small step for man, one giant step for mankind. Everything. You see me in all sorts of different postures. When I'm like this, that means everything is okay. When I'm upside down, well, put on your Mae West and hit the deck. But when I'm like this, well, that's not my favorite position because, well, that's half-mast. I don't mean to bum you out. I didn't come here to depress you, but I got to tell you something honestly. I haven't been getting out much lately. I guess it's not very chic to put up the flag anymore, you know. Muffin and I have a flag, but we haven't found it for very long. Hey, but look at it this way. Don't look at it as saluting me. Look at it as saluting yourselves. You know, hey, I'm just a flag, a symbol. You're the people. If I may say so from here, long may you wave.
Okay, he wasn't funny. A lot of symbolism, but none of it was funny.
Yeah. Was he funny? No. Was it symbolism? Yes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes Robin doesn't have to be funny 100% of the time. You just have to enjoy the manic energy, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm looking for? That video where Keith Richard uses a guitar to smack a fan that was running up on stage, protecting Mick Jagger, who's wearing the U.S. cape.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a video. There was like balloon filled, and a fan came out, and Keith was like, "Oh no!" And he pulls out his guitar that he was just playing with, and hits the guy over the head with it.
Use it like a bat?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
And Mick is still singing. He's like, whatever the song was.
Start me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then afterwards, when the guy was arrested, he did give him $200 to bail out that fan. He's like, he still owes me $200.
Yep.
Oh man.
There's two links, not the top link, but there's two links in the private chat.
All right. Let's see. So we're doing Gary. All right, Gary. Gary, a CNN Democrat presidential poll has Cory Booker at 2%. Now he's tied with low-fat milk. I think low-fat milk will win it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Dr. Omega, happy 40th anniversary. Big Trouble in Little China. Open in theaters July 2nd, 1986. Yeah. The guy who is the villain is still alive. He's almost 100 years old, George.
Yep. And then also one more after you do that.
Okay.
threatening to invade Greenland.
She's like, listen, if you want to invade Greenland, you should have kept USAID. There's only like how many people live in Greenland again? She is right about this point for the wrong reason, but she is right that actually if you wanted to take over Greenland, what you do is just simply start a USAID development program. There's 57,000 people who live in Greenland. Like what you would do if you wanted to take over Greenland is you would set up like a USAID program that just gives all 57,000 people there $1 million. It'll cost you $57 billion. $57 billion is a cheap price for Greenland. You ever see Greenland on a map? Fucker is huge. Plus all the rare earths, plus the Arctic trade paths and everything. $57 billion is a steal. So what you do is you set up a USAID program. Shit, I'll run it. Make me special envoy to the Arctic. You set up an economic development program where anyone can apply who's native to Greenland for $1 million in free economic development money. All you need to do is submit basically a 3-year plan of action, and there's no audit or follow-up. You're going to pursue the project that's going to be immediately stamped and approved by your grant officer. Word will spread on the island that basically everybody on the island can apply for a free $1 million. The proviso is that there's an upcoming referendum, an independence referendum in Greenland, with the subtext that there's going to be another economic development program announced shortly after the vote, depending on the outcome of the referendum. So it'll cost you $114 billion in total. Again, a steal. We'd pay $1 trillion for Greenland. Own it for all time? You can't even pay trillions. And then we own it for, think of the Louisiana Purchase. You give them a taste of $1 million and you tell them it's free money for another $1 million. All they have to do is vote in the referendum. And they know. You don't even need to tell them to vote one way or the other in the referendum. They'll know. This is what USAID was doing with EU accession referendums. Literally, this is what they were doing. Look up the 2024 EU referendum in Moldova. Boom. That's how you take over Greenland through USAID. Don't even bother, Danes. Just do an independence referendum. You'll have all 57,000 inhabitants with a legal independence referendum to join America.
America, F yeah.
Yeah.
Police of the world. Joker, red pills. Trump classified every data center as a military installation.
What up, IG? I gotta wake up to this shit. Trump just classified every data center a military installation. Every major data center across the United States is now considered a military installation. If this ain't the biggest bunch of your government taking over and gonna put you in digital prison and stuff, I don't know what is. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah.
They're making a matrix. Once those data centers are fully activated, George, they'll turn on a matrix and you'll be living in the matrix for real. Then you'll have to wait for Keanu Reeves to wake up and become the one.
Yep.
All right. How's the...
They're still playing music. They haven't got to Trump yet.
All right. Well,
I got a couple more.
You got more?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
This is what Sony's trying to get rid of. They don't want you to be able to do this anymore. This is why it is so imperative to speak out against this corruption and speak out against this bullshit. Look at this. Got all my PS3 games. All my PS3 games. Look at this. Look at the beauty of physical media. Look at that. PS4 games. All my PS4 games.
Pause.
This is what they're...
Do you see? You see what? How much are each of those games?
Well, the first ones were like about 40. Then they moved to 50, 60. Towards the end, 70. So 60, 70.
All right, so let's average it out to $50. So each spread is
200
bucks. 200 bucks.
Yeah.
How many pages is there? Do you think?
Let's see. This is a typical folder. He's doing double-sided, so that's $400 a thing. He has roughly, let me see, counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. He has about 76 pages double-sided.
All right, let's just bring it down to 75. Let's see, 75. Give me a sec.
Times 400.
75 times 400. So basically, if Sony wants to shit on a guy who spent $30,000.
Yep.
Yeah, Sony's not bright at all.
He's not bright.
You don't shit on the whales.
Yep. So he probably has all the console stills.
Oh, let's see. Sony 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are there?
We're number 5 right now. And also, you can include the PSP and Vita in there as well.
Let's just humor the thought.
Oh, and the PS Portable now.
All right, let's just humor the thought, and he actually bought all the systems.
Oh yeah.
So, what are the systems? Average what? $400?
Let's see. 100, 300, 600, 600, 800. So yeah, roughly about $600.
All right, so 5 times 6 is three grand. So you spend about $4,000.
Yeah.
On the actual game systems.
Yep.
So you're looking at a guy who basically blew $35,000.
Yeah, in his lifetime.
And Sony wants to shit on this guy.
Yep.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, that's multiple. Oh, he also probably was watching Spider-Man and all the Sony Pictures stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you want to go into the movies thing, that number will blow up to 100 G's easy.
Exactly. So that's how much money that they're potentially losing. Now multiply that by 51%.
Okay, let's. So we average it out to 30K a user.
Yep.
How many users?
Let me see. Yes. $132 million active users. Divide that by 52%.
Okay, let's just say 130 million. So that's let's just say 50 million. 50 million times 30,000.
No. We'll do this correctly. So
you're gonna grok it?
Yeah, we're gonna grok it. So that's 67 million.
All right.
Times the 35,000.
Just say 30,000.
That is roughly. Let's see. That's hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillion. So they're potentially losing $2.3 trillion.
Yep, confirmed. Sony's stupid. Even if we do a fraction of that number, it's still just below a trillion.
Yeah,
Sony's absolutely stupid.
Yeah,
it's run by stupid people, and they are at this point just advertising piracy. That's how stupid they are. Business decision is so monumentally stupid, so short-sighted. It baffles the mind. It really does. I'm shocked.
Yep. All right. X-Girl, mine you Helen of Troy, Clarkson Farms. There's no words for this. Please stop sending them in.
You know, there's a clip out there of the actress, the black actress who plays Helen of Troy,
Yeah.
and
And
well, it's for a moment there, that's the one.
I want that chicken!
No, that's not the one. that is close. That is close.
FYI, it's made from Grok AI.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No, I'm doing this disclaimer because we have to do the disclaimer now.
Yeah, okay. No, that is very close to the one I saw.
Uh-huh.
All right. And it's just like going, come on, this can't be real. And then when I actually replayed it with the audio on,
Yeah.
I realized, oh, okay, yeah, this is definitely, there's no way. I predict
Yeah.
that Nolan movie is gonna be a total disaster. At best, I think it will do maybe 50 million.
Well, at least I'll win all big pictures awards.
At best, I think it's 50 million is his number.
The question becomes, right?
Uh-huh.
Who screwed his nuts to make this movie?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like everything that you've done up to this point, it has been solid, man. Absolutely solid. Now you're telling me, you're doing this crazy, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, by the way,
go ahead.
Before we move on, let's talk Christopher Nolan movies for a moment. Okay.
Sure.
All right. There's two movies that apparently are connected.
Okay.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
And Tenet.
Okay,
are connected.
Oh, I get it. Because Interstellar is in the future. That Tenet was saying that the environment is all destroyed.
Well, no, even more deeper.
All right.
Get this.
Go ahead.
So in Interstellar, they're looking for a new Earth to populate and all that stuff, and at the end, spoiler alert, what's his name? Matthew McConaughey's character.
Yeah.
Ends up going into the black hole and going into a tesseract that brings him backwards in time.
Yeah.
All right, and we discovered that it wasn't aliens; it was actually humans from far in the future.
Yeah,
that were helping save humanity.
Yes.
All right. Well, get this. Tenet. How did the humans far in the future were able to help humanity? They needed a singularity. They needed something to send something back into the past to help stabilize Earth's future.
Right.
In Tenet, they sent the item.
Okay.
So in Tenet, the item that was coming in from the future, was from the superhumans that were in Interstellar.
I see.
That's how they're connected.
Ah. Oh, but wait, did you know that remember when they broke the pieces in the end of Tenet into 3 parts, and the gruff guy says, "Pray don't we meet again," right?
Yeah.
We see his future self, which is Michael Caine character.
We do?
Yeah. Michael Caine. Remember Michael Caine?
Oh, yeah. Okay, explain that to me.
So basically everybody goes to different time space.
Right.
So the protagonist stays in the present to continue the other half of the temporal pincer, right?
Yeah.
The guy that joined them at that pincer, who takes a part, he goes in the past and becomes Michael Keaton character.
Oh shit!
And then
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, excuse me. Yeah, Michael Caine. He becomes Michael Caine.
Oh shit! How did you make that connection?
There's a little context clue, like he knew what was going to happen and recognized what's his name, the guy.
The protagonist.
No, not the protagonist.
Oh, the other guy.
The other guy.
With the rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Oh, smokes.
Yeah. And then he makes a little comments that the younger self says as well as they're leaving. And that's the connection.
Oh, son of a gun. Now I got to watch that movie all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the kind of movie that's really freaking good.
Yeah. And then you have the ambiguity that guy Neil that dies, right? Spoilers. It's the kid.
What?
The kid, Max.
Yeah.
Well, what's the long version of Max?
Maximilian?
Yes. Neil, Million, Max Neilian, Maximilian.
Oh, come on.
So the kid he joins the kid, he trains the kid, kids grows up to be Neil. Neil comes back in time. Neil knows that he's going to die. That loops end. The other commander of the forces takes a piece, goes back in times, sets up all the organization that he needs for Tennant to meet with the protagonist. He becomes Michael Caine, and we move on from there, and the loop closes.
Oh, son of a bitch! I gotta watch this movie all over again. It's a shame that I got a physical media.
It's a shame, George. You're gonna have to stand up and go to your shelf and pull out the disc, and then pull it out of the slipcase, and then you're gonna have to pop open a disc.
Yes.
And then you're gonna have to fiddle and try to make sure you don't scratch the disc as you popped it from the case.
Yes.
And then you're gonna have to turn on the Blu-ray players and wait for it to warm up.
Blu-ray, DVD. I know. I should go to Blu-ray one of these days.
Yeah. And then put it in it and hear the swirling as he's reading the thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you're gonna pop up, and then it's gonna think a little bit more, and then you'll have to play.
Yeah, and then I have to wait for the opening credits. And this DVD is federally protected, copyright, blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Then wait for the menu system to come up. Oh, the struggles, the 10 seconds that the menu system has to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the pain, I tell you.
The pain.
And then I have to scroll up and down until I actually hit the actual, what I want to see, and then just click.
Yeah.
And then just wait, and then just the suffering.
Yeah. Apparently, I'll say this. Apparently, the trailer came out, right?
For
the Odyssey, and it got and it got racialed to the worse than Disney Star Wars.
Yeah. By the way, go back. You have to go back.
All right.
You have to play that.
I didn't do nothing. Shoplifting ain't against the law. I asked to buy Kool-Aid with food stamps, and y'all said you don't do that no more, but I gotta get my nails done. I didn't do.
Holy smoke!
Listen, okay. Watching this, this is how amazing the AI is. Watching this without the sound, you think this is part of the movie, right?
It is part of the movie.
Well, obviously it's not, because there's no way they had Kool-Aid back then.
No, I'm talking about the acting portion.
Is it really?
Yes. Because she's fighting against these guys about something, but the words are different.
Ah, no way. They deep faked this?
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull the.
No, leave it. No, don't, because it's going to lead to Warner Brothers going, no, don't do that.
Don't
blah,
do
blah.
that. Don't do that.
All right, go to the next one.
All right. Well, let's look at the history of the American flag. So, 1776.
What happened to what's his name?
Vance?
JD Vance.
JD Vance?
Yeah, you got to do that JD. You got to go to the JD Vance thing. Then let's do the flags.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Copy. So we're entering the stage. Waffle House fight. I'm telling you, he needs to become a character.
This is awesome. Keep going.
Oh my god! You know who this would be perfect for?
Jack Black.
No, Chris Farley.
Oh fuck! God rest his soul.
This would be the perfect role for him.
Yeah, I would.
Oh my god! I hate you guys. Ah! So we paid money to get TikTok back under control, and they gave us JD Vance.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
You know what? Send me a link to this. It's too good to just to let it fade into memory.
He has to download it.
And I have to bookmark it into my X account.
It must be preserved.
Yes. All right. Okay. Let's do the flags now.
Well, I got one more JD Vance.
All right. Yeah.
A little bit more sound.
All right, let's do the flags. I'm seeing the Trump kids and their spouses make an appearance. So
all right, awesome. There you go. So this is from Encyclopedia Britannica. All right, the flags of the United States of America has undergone many changes since the inceptions. So, as I was starting 1776, this is under the Confederation of Articles.
Mhm.
A year later, we had Betsy Ross flags. So the 13 original colonies, each stripes.
Yeah. By the way, send me a link to this too, and continue.
Okay. Here we go. The 13 stripes signify the colony as well, with red, white, and blue signifying different meanings of different colors, kind of deal.
Yeah.
The
white was because Whitey was taking over the
Purity.
continent, and the red is for the blood spilled.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a Canadian. I have no freaking idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You have no clue.
Yeah.
You have no clue.
And the blue is for the clean drinking water. All right, what's next? Keep going.
No, so red is for courage, white's for purity, and blue is for justice. You know. Okay, so 77. So you got the 13 flag. So this was, remember, here's British colony. We're no longer British. We're now a country. Then the 1795, we get more stars. So more states coming into a board. 1818, 5 more states. So this is the Star Spangled Banner. 1818, additional 5 states. Illinois joins in 1819, 1820, Alabama and Maine, 1822, Missouri, 1836, Arkansas, 1837, Michigan, 1845, Florida, 1846, Texas, 1847, Iowa. So a lot of states are joining us like one year after another. Wisconsin, California, Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, as you start seeing, the patterns.
Yeah.
West Virginia, so this West Virginia kind of broke off from Virginia, so they became a different state. 65, Nevada, Nebraska, since we're post-Civil War, so Manifest Destiny is a rapid success, so we're starting to colonize, start exploring the rest of the United States continent. Kyle Rose joins into place. 5 states comes in, which is North Dakota, South Dakotas, Montana, Washington, and Idaho. It was supposed to be one big Dakotas, but North and South didn't like each other. Following year, Wyoming comes in. 5 years later, Utah. 1808, Oklahoma. 1812, New Mexico and Arizona. 1959, Alaska. We got that from a deal. Because basically no more beaver pelts in Alaska, and they didn't think, you had more stuff in there. It was a territory. 1960, we took over the kingdom of Hawaii and made into a state, and that's it. These two were our last. This was 49, and this was 50. And then right here tells you how to properly fold the American flag. Properly. But there you go. So we haven't had a new states in roughly 76 years?
Yeah. Yeah. 50. It's add 50 plus 26. Yeah, 76.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're due to add to another state shortly,
or 6.
It depends.
We need to. I'm a guy who needs to have it even, because if we don't have it even, it just doesn't look good.
See? Yeah. So you need a nice round number like 60.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because look at these right here. 1869. 1865.
Yeah, it looks lopsided.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
We need clean stars. It's going to feel weird when we have those extra stars, but it's going to be extra. All right. How's the other part looking?
It looks like there's some chick saying something, and it looks like they're leading up to Trump, because, if the kids are there, Trump is behind there, getting ready, getting himself dolled up.
Okay. All right. So they're having a little bit of fun for this 4th of July.
Oh, wow.
Does it remind me of?
Cocaine at Bernie's?
Yes, but also, the 80s craziness, like Animal House.
Oh, yeah. That was freaking awesome.
All right.
There's a lot of deep meaning there. I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure there is something there.
Yep. Hey, presidential wisdom. I've been sharing the White House pics all day. This is arguably one of my favorite. Pilot Harry Atwood landed the Wright's Model B plane on the White House lawn while William Howard Taft watched.
Oh, so he didn't land it on top of the White House. It was coming in for a landing on the lawn.
Correct.
Okay, because that's a good photograph. I would buy it if the guy landed on the top of the White House.
Yeah, it would have been nice. But I guess it would be considered a little disrespectful. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. We got a little bit from the Duke. Say something.
Yeah, courage. Courage is the odds are against you, but you saddle up anyways.
Yeah.
I'll remember, this is my country and I'm going to do good for it. Just might work. We'll never know unless we give it a fair try. Oh, yeah, and there's one other thing I'll say tomorrow because I say it every day of my life. God bless America.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean wide and wide. God bless America. My home, sweet home. God bless America, land I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
From the mountains
To the prairies,
to the ocean,
white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
All right, that was pretty fucking cool. Send me a link to that too.
Okay.
And then let's switch over to the thing because it looks like the senator or the governor of Dakota is making a speech.
All right. Okay. Are you sharing or I'm putting
No,
it?
you are. I can't. I can't share with audio for some reason.
Okay. Give me a
The
second.
moment I do that, I lose connection.
Vietnam, my son who flew Black Hawk helicopters, and my service in the South Dakota National Guard. Defending freedom requires the sacrifice of the brave men and women in uniform, but it also takes everyday Americans. It takes elected leaders who know their duty and who put America freedom first. And it just so happens we have just such a leader here with us tonight. We are joined by our 45th and 47th president, President Donald J. Trump. He is a leader who says what he means and does what he says. Ever since he's been back in the White House, it has been like a light switch has turned back on. Now the lines of communication with Washington are back open. Our state can partner with federal agencies and influence change at the highest level with just a phone call. We have a president who puts American people first. He puts American safety first. And he puts American freedom first. It was 6 years ago, President Trump helped bring this event back. And when we took office again, and when he took office again, we got right back to work. And you see the fruits of that work all around you. Mr. President, thank you for making tonight happen. And thank you to everyone here at Mount Rushmore and everyone watching at home for joining this incredible celebration. My mission as governor of South Dakota is to keep our state strong, safe, and free. Like America is to the world, South Dakota has been a beacon of hope for what is possible when we keep government limited, when we remain true to American values and to our freedoms. Here, we recognize that our rights, liberties, and freedoms are not given to us by government, but by God.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
And government has no authority to take those rights away. America isn't perfect. Lord knows that challenges will arise. But America has overcome challenges for 250 years and turned them into opportunities. And we will continue to do that by holding true to the ideals of the four men on this mountain. Happy birthday, America. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please. There's one more man I'd like to thank. Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, and the entire team at Interior. And to Travel South Dakota for leading efforts on behalf of our state. Of course, Doug is from our neighbor to the north. So Doug, welcome to the better Dakota.
Oh, that's savage.
Seriously, ever since the Trump administration took the reins, you've been a great example of communication and collaboration with the states, which makes sense because you sit where we sit. So thank you once again to Secretary Burgum, to President Trump, and to the whole Trump administration for making this event happen. So now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome United States Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum.
They muted it. They're muting the music.
Yeehaw.
You know, can't be over here without being over here.
Good evening, America. Are you ready? Are you ready to celebrate 250 years of the most powerful nation in the world? Yes, it was 250 years ago. We're on the eve of that. 250 years ago, a handful of patriots, ordinary Americans, they gathered together and they did the improbable. They wrote a Declaration of Independence. For the first time in history, they declared a nation that was founded not on hierarchy, not on monarchy, but not on hereditary, but on an enduring truth, that every American is endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. And among those, you know what these are: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Most in the world thought that this dream would fail, but instead it became something that you're all a part of, the greatest experiment in self-government in human history. It's the story of America that's always been a story of people doing improbable things, things that people thought were impossible, we make possible. Tonight we gather beneath 4 presidents carved into granite, beneath a mountain that tells us a story of a nation made up of people like you. Yeah, baby, that's a B-52. They can fly from here to the other side of the world and back from missions from North and South Dakota. Let's give it up for our great Air Force. But yes, as we gather beneath these 4 presidents carved in granite that are telling a story, they tell a story of a nation of ordinary citizens, citizens like all of you, pioneers, inventors, moms, dads, builders, people that had a dream and served their city, served their community, served their state, and some became presidents. We became the most exceptional, most abundant nation in history. Because what? Because of the freedom we had to turn opportunity into innovation and innovation into prosperity. We explored a continent. We powered the world with American energy. We fed the world with American farms, and we saved the world from fascism and communism, not once, but twice. USA. Yes, that same spirit, that spirit that you're chanting right now lives on today. It lives on in our ranchers and farmers, our innovators, our entrepreneurs, our miners, our manufacturers, our small business owners, and it lives on certainly in everyone who served in our military. And thanks to President Trump, that revolutionary spirit that founded this country, that Americans believe that they can overcome any obstacle, it has returned. Under President Trump, America is back. President Trump is leading us into a new golden age, an age with peace abroad and prosperity at home. The famous faces behind us remind us of where America has been. But the faces before me, all of you and all the patriots watching at home, give me the hope for our country going forward. The faces of ordinary Americans who care for their families, care for their communities, care for their neighbors, and care deeply about the future of this country. In just a few minutes, the 45th and 47th President of the United States is going to join us under these famous faces, the faces of his predecessors. And how great is it for all of us to have a leader who's committed to restoring American strength, restoring American pride, who believes in unleashing American opportunity and ensuring that America's greatest century is still ahead. President Trump reminds us that we're a nation of abundance, a nation of opportunity, that we've been built on freedom. We're a nation that dreams bigger and bolder than ever before. Those dreams that you have, the dreams that you thought were impossible, in this country, they can come true. We're a nation that believes that we can do the hard things again, not just the easy things. But you know what we can do? We can all seize this moment together. Let's make this 250th year, the year that starts tomorrow, worthy of our great nation, worthy of those that have sacrificed everything to give us this opportunity of freedom and opportunity. I invite every American to join us. Join in this celebration. Be part of this inspiration, this country unlike any other. And do it not for you, do it for your children and our children's children. God bless you, God bless President Trump, and God bless the United States of America.
I'm glad that they're removing them songs. At least I don't have to keep muting him. Gloria.
You think after all this time they would be able to come up with a new song?
Remember, we remember this song is when they were all happy and passing the red folder around. Remember?
Happy and clap your hands.
Yeah, I think tomorrow should be pretty much a slow news day. Everybody would be celebrating the 4th of July.
Except for the bad guys.
Oh, the bad guys on the payroll and they're not getting paid on a holiday. We unionized.
We want more. What do you think? You're still playing Gloria?
Oh yeah, that's why it's muted. They wouldn't have unmuted if they weren't playing Gloria.
Right about now, I want to watch North by Northwest.
I would have to pull out my Hitchcock Ultimate Collection, pull out the North by Northwest, put in the disk drive.
I'm really shocked. I mean, they, for that movie, I thought they actually filmed on location, but it was actually they built it.
Yeah,
it's like wow. I mean, that was just wow. So what's it like in Florida right now? Is the weather still scorching hot?
It was, but we've been having some rains a couple of days, so it's been lowering the temperature. So we're back in the 90s right now, high 90s. But it feels cooler after the scorcher. But we should be back high again. Hopefully there's more rain coming in the next couple of days to cool us. Because technically May should have been all rain, and we had no rain. June, scattering of rain. So we've been like light on rain.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
No, it's some entrance.
It's so sad that he has to be behind a bulletproof glass.
Well, thank you very much to the men and women of the South Dakota Air National Guard and those beautiful F-35s. We love them, and I want to thank you all for being here. This is a big crowd. This is a lovely crowd, and what a sight it is. I want to thank Senate Majority Leader John Thune, a good friend of mine, and all of us. Senator Mike Rounds, great guy. Governor Larry Roden, thank you, Larry. Lieutenant Governor Van Huysen. Oh, they're good. I was waiting for that. They said, you start speaking, they won't interrupt you at all. They didn't interrupt us at all. Thank you. They're fantastic. What great, incredible, talented pilots. Thank you very much. And Secretary Burgum, who's doing a phenomenal job. Governor Ron DeSantis, thank you. Governor DeSantis, where's Ron? Thank you, Ron. Distinguished guests and fellow citizens, tonight we gather on the eve of one of the most extraordinary days in the history of the world. Tomorrow we mark 250 years of glorious independence and 250 years of majestic American freedom. Nothing like it. In all the chronicles of the ages, never before has any nation celebrated so magnificent a triumph as this one, the one that we are participating in right now. At 250 years, America is the oldest republic on earth. We are the freest people on earth. We have the most righteous and enduring constitution on earth. We are the strongest and most powerful country on earth. And by the grace of God, the United States of America is the most successful, most accomplished, most exceptional nation ever to exist in human history. And it is great to be your president. It is great. For a quarter of a millennium, liberty, justice, equality, self-government, and unmatched prosperity have flourished here as they have never flourished anywhere before. There is nothing like what we are doing. The birth and survival of the American nation under God is quite simply the best and most incredible thing ever to happen on this planet by human hands ever. That is ever, ever, ever. No other country has done more good for this world than the United States of America. And we give thanks for these extraordinary blessings. We remember that what we have created in this country is not the natural way of the world. It is not the norm. It is the exception. It is rare. It is priceless, and it is truly miraculous. Throughout the entire story of humanity, most people in most places have lived a life plagued by suffering, poverty, exploitation,
violence, and misery. But here in America, in this land, on this continent, we have written a very different story. It's a tale of adventure, liberation, and unmatched greatness. It's the story of people governing themselves, the many uniting as one, the men and women rising by their own skill and talent to go further and reach higher than anyone has ever gone before. There has never been anything like this. The triumph of American independence was the result of the most extraordinary people in history, the most extraordinary culture in history, and the most extraordinary ideas in history, all creating the most extraordinary republic ever, ever, ever in history. It all came together for the miracle of July 4th, 1776. That was a big year. 250 years ago tomorrow, what a big day that is. I consider this a big day because I'm with you. I like that too. And by the way, we won big here. We won really big. Each and every time. But 250 years ago tomorrow, the words of our Declaration of Independence sent an earthquake through all of the coming time. They sparked a revolution that has never ended, but still continues to this day. And tonight we come to this beautiful mountain, and it is beautiful, to express our gratitude to those who made it possible, starting with the four men most responsible for reaching this milestone more than any others. We salute the father of our country, George Washington, the author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson, the great emancipator and savior of our Union, Abraham Lincoln, and the man who built America into a global superpower, Theodore Roosevelt. These are the men who declared the freedom, and won our freedom, and saved our freedom, and secured our freedom. They were men of action, men of ambition, men of daring, men of destiny, and men of truly great intelligence. Above all, they were great men of history. Tonight, on the threshold of our 25th year, we stand beneath the monument of these heroes, a true group of unbelievable people, and we rededicate ourselves to being a nation as big, bold, noble, and as great as these American giants. And that's not easy to do, but we're going to do it. These men could only have been made in the USA. Their faces are engraved on these bluffs, not only because of what they did, but to remind us forever who we are. These heroes exemplify what is timeless, enduring, and eternal about the American character. And in the end, it has always been that character, our distinct and unique identity. It is a truly unique identity, and it'll never change. It's the ultimate source of our strength and the bulwark of our freedom. On this anniversary, we must remember, we have to remember, we can never forget that American liberty has not endured for 250 years merely because of words on paper. Liberty has prevailed here because of the culture and character of the people who declared it, defended it, and preserved it. These are very, very special times, and this is a very special place. You live in a very special place. Congratulations, everybody. The identity of a nation is the destiny of a nation, and America has a destiny like no other because we are a people like no other. For whatever reason, that's just the way it is. Here, the old world sent its bravest, boldest, and most resilient, its fiercest, most faithful, and freedom-loving. These men and women brought values, traditions, and customs transmitted over the centuries in Britain, and stretching back even further to Athens, Jerusalem, and Rome. The United States of America is where the greatest civilization in human history became greater than ever before. On the grounds and granite hills and the rugged plains of this wide-open continent, they forged a uniquely American character, a new breed of citizen. That's you. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're not that new a breed. You're a really good breed, but I'm not sure that you're that new a breed. Americans did not bow before a king or a government, but kneeled only before Almighty God. That's right. These were the people who founded our republic. These were the patriots who fought for independence. This was the spirit that demanded freedom. And this was the culture that built America and carved its heroes into Mount Rushmore. For generations, it was understood that the core of patriotic duty of every American was to pass this culture on to our children and to preserve the nation for centuries and centuries to come. But in recent years, there's been an undeniable attempt to change this exceptional character, to beat the American spirit out of us, alienate us from our history, and to make it impossible to even answer the question, what does it mean to be an American? As we march into our 250th year, incredible, beautiful year it will be, we must never forget there is no American freedom without American culture. And there is no American founding without the American people. Many nations have paper constitutions and legal systems, but the citizens live in fear and squalor. A constitution is only as strong as the people and the culture responsible for upholding it. But as long as we remember who we are, we have to always remember who we are and what we're all about. The United States of America will forever be the land of free men and women, and we will never, ever fail. So tonight, let us say clearly and proudly what makes Americans so unique and extraordinary. We're going to give our country its identity back. Above all, Americans love freedom. We cherish independence, and we know that we are the heirs to the most beautiful land, the most thrilling story, and the most precious legacy on which the sun has ever shined. In America, we do not need anyone's permission to say what we think and to live as we please, to worship as we choose, or to keep and bear arms. You know that. And for almost 6 years during my presidency, I've saved, almost single-handedly, but working with John and some other great people, we've saved your Second Amendment, and I will continue to do so, I promise. Our rights here, given to us by the God who made us, and those rights shall not be infringed. Americans believe in self-reliance. We look at success with envy not, and I say that some people are envious and some people are not. We are not, but with admiration, and we earn it, and we will always earn it, and we will always respect it. We are an incredible, good, kind, and generous people, always ready to help a friend or a neighbor in need. No one has ever given more to charity, ended more hunger, cured more disease, or done more to uplift humanity than Americans, and no country ever will be able to match it. Thank you. So true. Americans honor excellence. We admire boldness. We respect ambition. We are a nation of dreamers and believers, warriors and explorers, doers and fighters. In every human endeavor, Americans see an unfinished competition. What is strong can be made stronger. What is fast can be made faster. What is great can be made greater than ever before, and that's what's happening with America. Show us a mountain, and we'll just climb it. Show us an ocean, and we'll just cross it. Show us a problem, and we will just solve it. Show us a task the world calls impossible, and Americans will get it done. Americans are strong and always ready to stand firm for a good cause. We treasure justice, fairness, family, honesty, and human dignity, unlike societies based on class, clan, or tribe. We see every citizen as an individual, equal under the law and equal under the eyes of the Lord. In America, we speak English because that is the language of our founding, and for 1,000 years, that has been the language of freedom. An American always wants peace and order, but we will never shrink from danger or threat. We will always fight, 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 and win, win, win. We got to do that. Because this is our culture, this is our character. American is all of these things, but every American knows these are the traits that make our country exceptional, and exceptional it is. You do not have to be born here, but you do have to love what we have built. You must love our country. There has never been anything like us anywhere on earth, and we are not going to let anyone take that away. Yet as we approach this magnificent anniversary, we see our American identity under a renewed attack. A generation after we fought and won the Cold War against the menace of communism, there is now a resurgence of the communist menace in our land, including from newcomers to our country who embrace ideas totally opposed to our way of life and our great success. These are not mere political disagreements like differences over taxes or regulations. Communism is a mortal threat to American liberty. It is the greatest threat to our country, including World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, or even 9/11. We're not going to let this happen to us. Believe me, we're not letting it happen. Because communism is the enemy of free people everywhere, everywhere in the world. Never works. It's the enemy of the Constitution. Above all, it's the enemy of July 4th, 1776. It is the enemy indeed. Even while the radicals and extremists attack our incredible history at every turn, they are silent on the miserable history of communism itself, because it never worked. Thousands of years, if you look at it, under different names, under somewhat different ideologies and systems, that system has led to more death and destruction than any system ever tried. It killed 100 million people just in the last century alone. Communism is the exact opposite of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's death, tyranny, and the pursuit of evil. The godless communist morality states that anything is justified to bring about inhuman visions and to really propose what's good. They don't want good. They don't love God, and they don't want God. They don't love religion, and they don't want religion, and they won't have it. But we will not let them win. They have no chance against us. They have no respect for law, justice, principle, tradition, or your God-given rights. It's an ideology of mass theft, mass control, mass lies, and mass murder. Such doctrines can be given no quarter in a democracy, because the first thing they do when they get into power is turn around and destroy it. It always is destroyed, just as communists have done in other countries all over the world, no matter where you look. Very simply, communism represents the worst ideas and abuses in history by the worst people The American founding represents the best ideas and traditions in history by the best people like you. You can be loyal to Karl Marx, or you can be loyal to America. You can be a communist, or you can be a patriot. You cannot be both. As for those who peddle Marxist lies about our heritage, who tell our children that we live on stolen land or that our heroes were oppressors, they're doing something much worse than slandering our past. They are slandering and attacking our future. Not going to let that happen. They're trying to tear down the great American character, to destroy the people who declared independence, who crossed the Delaware, who settled the West, and who conquered the skies. You know who those people are. But we will never let that happen. Our American ancestors did not shed their blood at Concord and Trenton, Gettysburg and Shiloh, Midway and Normandy, just so that a band of thieves, radicals, and lunatics could come in and loot and pillage our nation. Our heroes died to win, build, and to save, and to build truly a great country, the greatest country ever in the world. So on the eve of this 250th anniversary of American heritage, we resolve and swear for all to hear that the citizens of the United States of America will vanquish communism quickly. Don't let them take too much of your time. You know they're wasting your time, don't you? But we're not going to let them take too long or too much of our time as they play their games and send them into exile. We will away, and we will continue to build our country bigger and better and stronger than ever before. America will never be a communist country. We can only lose the midterms if we allow ourselves to lose the midterms, if we are foolish, stupid, and unwise. But if we terminate the filibuster, as we should do, and immediately vote for the Save America Act, then we will not lose an election for 100 years. We do that, we're not going to lose an election for 100 years. The Communist Party is made up of illegal immigrants, criminals, and everybody that doesn't want to work. Communism is a loser. It always was. And it is right now. It's a big loser. Look at the people that are promoting it. They are not the people you're going to follow. In 250 years, the free people of this land have accomplished more with our liberty than any other society has accomplished, even in thousands and thousands of years. As you look back and you study, what our critics will never understand is that America is not the sum of its mistakes. Our mistakes make us human. Our achievements make us American, and nobody has ever had the achievements that we've had. We are the nation that dreamed and created the modern world. We laid the railroads. We raised up those big, beautiful skyscrapers, harnessed electricity, and invented the light bulb, the telephone, the airplane, the assembly line, the television, the microchip, the personal computer, the internet, the GPS, the smartphone, and almost everything else that has ever been invented, including, especially over the last few days in certain areas, a thing called air conditioning. We invented it all. We charted the human genome to cure diseases. We powered entire cities by splitting single atoms and planted our flag on the moon. Americans fill the airwaves of the planet with our music and our culture. We invented baseball, basketball, football, volleyball, NASCAR, and the rodeo. We love that rodeo of the West. Americans have won the most Olympic medals of any country in the world by far, the most Nobel Prizes. Well, they haven't given me one. Settled 8 wars, I still haven't gotten it. That's okay. And the most world records. We publish by far the most patents. We produce the best movies. We make the best music. And we raise up the greatest entertainers and strongest athletes the world has ever seen. So true. We built the biggest and most dynamic economy. And by the way, our country today is doing better than it's ever done before. Never had anything like it. With, as of last week, $19.2 trillion pouring into the United States right now from all over the world. That's the investments being made, and the record was 3. 4 years, in 4 years, the last administration did much less than 1, and we did 19.2 in 12 months. And thanks to our great election win, November 5th, and the tariffs, plants and factories are being built all over the United States right now, and they're being built at a number that we've never, ever seen before. So much more. We're breaking records by double, triple, quadruple. We created the strongest and most powerful military. We won 2 world wars, the Cold War, and left America's enemies in the depths of history. We beat Venezuela in 1 day. And we knocked the hell out of Iran. They're dying to settle. They want to settle so badly. We gave them a week off for a funeral because we're nice. It's true. For 250 years, the entire world has looked to our country and been inspired by the leaps of progress, feats of strength, and acts of selflessness, faith, and hope that could only have happened right here. 2 years ago, we were laughed at, mocked, and a nation in decline. We were in very serious decline. Last administration, what they've done to us, we can never, ever forget that. And today, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. Everybody respects us like no nation. Remember this, we're respected like no nation in the world is respected like us. Every king, every prime minister, every president, they respect us more than any other country by far. 2 years ago, they laughed at us. Now it's only respect. And I want to tell you, the best is yet to come. So in conclusion, from the roaring waters of Niagara Falls to the shimmering gushes of oil and fire from our beloved Texas, from the magnificent fields of corn and wheat and barley of our farms in the Midwest, to the vast canyons of finance in New York City, from the billowing stacks of steel now being produced all over our country at record levels, to the car plants that are rising like we have never seen before. We have more plants under construction than we've had ever before. Automobile plants, something you didn't see of at all for 35 years. To technology from the minds of geniuses that is being brought to life in all corners of our country, from the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies to the white sand shores of the Gulf of America. And to right here in the Black Hills of the Dakotas, after 250 years, American freedom still rings, the American dream still lives, and the American flag still flies more proudly than ever before over the people who will not quit, the nation that will not fail, the country that will not fall. No matter how hard the enemy tries, we cannot be beaten. Tomorrow we reach a milestone like no other and celebrate with joyful hearts and soaring spirits, because after 2.5 centuries, we know that this is not an ending. This is only the beginning of the golden age of America. And together we will make America bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. I promise you that. It's an honor to be your president. Thank you very much, and happy Independence Day to all. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
And that's it.
Wow. I think that's one of his shortest speeches.
Yeah, I think he's going to be doing his longer speech tomorrow for the actual 4th of July. You know, he's like, I gotta save up. I gotta save up for the 107 degrees weather for tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a speech. It's gonna be 2 hours long, so I gotta save up my strength. All right, thank you everybody for joining us for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for more. George, any final thoughts?
God bless America.
God bless America. All right. We'll see you tomorrow for the 4th of July.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe that together we can make America great again.